Hey everyone. In my role as the head of research, I have the opportunity to speak at a variety of real estate events and conferences all over the country. And at one conference I recently spoke at, it was filled with about 500 active investors. And there was a session focused at that event on how to access inventory to buy. Now, apparently many of the investors at the conference were looking for properties outside their local market, but didn't have a relationship in markets across the country. I wanted to jump up on the stage and tell them about Marcus Millichap and all of the ways we can help them access inventory all over the country. Now, last year, Marcus Millichap helped investors move more than $9 billion across the country. Think about it. That's a lot of real estate. And that means Marcus Millichap sold $9 billion of property to investors from outside the state where the property was located. That's a major capability that small local brokers really just can't offer, exposing an asset to a pool of qualified active investors from across the country. In addition to moving capital across state borders, Marcus Millichap is a leader in helping investors across different property types as well. Now, this all ties into diversification and opportunities to move between different asset types and different markets, which is a way for investors to mitigate risk tied to a specific local metropolitan area or property type. Too many investors, particularly private investors, focus solely on a single property type in their local metro, largely because they don't know how to access other property types in other markets and they just don't have their hands around it. They think it's too much brain damage, so they just stick to what they know. But diversification is important because it reduces risks associated with things like the weather, whether it's hurricanes in Florida or Texas or some of the fires we saw in Southern California last year. The local economy, we can see economic and demographic movers affecting specific metros only. And by being in multiple cities and multiple states, investors reduce their risks that are associated with just being in one area. Another example is what happens when local taxes change or local use restrictions change or things like rent control start to emerge. By being in different metros across the country, especially across different property types, risks associated to individual assets or individual asset types or individual metros are reduced. In addition to helping investors mitigate risk, consider the range of assets and yields that are available through Marcus Millichap. An investor could sell an apartment at a 4 cap in California or New York and move that money into self-storage properties at, say, a 6.5 cap in Texas or an office building in Florida for a 7 cap. So there's a lot of different ways that they can invest once they start opening up doors to different property types and different metros. The ability to access nationwide inventory is a unique and valuable service investors can't access anywhere else. So hopefully every Marcus Millichap client out there knows that they can access investment opportunities across the country through their local broker. It's very important that investors understand the value offered by accessing the national pool of buyers when selling their property and the ability to source a national pool of listings when it comes time to buy. No other firm has this ability.